Hello everyone, and in this video I will show you how to do good in the tournament, how to have a good advantage in the tournament, and how tournaments kind of work. So this video I recorded a while back, but I'm doing a voiceover right now. So what you see in my screen may not match what I'm saying, but so we'll just kind of go with that. So if you just click on the tournament, it tells you when it starts, and if you're signed up for the tournament, you can click on it and you can hit prepare. And when you click prepare, it shows you your current formation, and then it gives you an option to you can either re-roll and get a new squad, or you can replace your squad with the given squad. So here's the enemy's formation. So I want my formation to be an advantage against his. So here in a second, I'm gonna write down his formation so I can see, and I will try to position my troops in such a way that I would have advantage. So here's his formation. He has spears on the left, and he has archers, and then he has cavalry. Then there's the siege in the middle, then spears in the front with archers in the back. So here I will look at my formation to see if it's an advantage. And right now it looks like I have most of the advantage, except on the far right we have spears going up against my archers. And my archers are definitely going to lose there. So also I have right here I have 200 swordsmen, and I'm given an option to give 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and put this 1,000 and exchange it for the 200 that I had. I will replace the squad, and now I have 1,000 swordsmen there. Okay, and remember the opponent can change his formation at any given time. So I want to make sure that my stuff is winning against his. And also, maybe even at the last second, he can change his formation. So you got to position your formation in such a way that you expect him to arrange it to where he's letting you think that you're winning, but in reality, he has a totally different formation in mind where you would lose. So I'm gonna try to hedge myself against that, and I'm gonna try to set my formation up to where I don't win every single position. So as you can see, we have these 5 positions in the front, and on the far left I have cavalry going up against swords. Of course, cavalry is going to win. Then the next one I have spears going up against cavalry. Of course, my spears are going to win. The middle one I have my swords going up against siege. Of course, my swords are going to win. And then swords going up against spears, my swords are going to win. And then on the far right, I have archers going up against spears, and his spears are going to win. So I'm going to try to rearrange this a little bit to where I'll put swords against swords on the far left, just in case he switches his to spears, thinking that I have cavalry there. At least I'll have one position where I will win. The archers on the far right, they're going to lose as of right now. I don't know if I'll do anything with that. I may try to change it, but I'm going to go ahead and save it. I have 15 seconds left, so I'm going to hit continue in the very last second. Okay, so we're going to look at his formation still looks the same. Now he has a little bit of time to switch it up. He might do it in the very last second. We'll just see what happens. Okay, so kick me off, and let's go to the tournament and see how we did. Looks like we're number 1 in the tournament, and his original formation is flipped. I have it on the screen right here, as you can see, and it looks different from the one that he has. Looks like he did switch. He put instead of on the far right, instead of swords being in the front, he put spears, and instead of cavalry being on the second one, he put um, spears there. So it looks way different. He did switch it up, so it looks like I am gonna lose. But I already bet on myself, hoping that I would win. Um, oh well, good luck to him. So at least now you know that you can rearrange your formations, you can change them up, but also be wary that your opponent can switch theirs up too at the same time. So it looks like I lost, and I got a magnificent chest. Here in a second, I will open it. I'm gonna go ahead and view the battle just to see how I did, and of course, I have some weeks and he has, you know, wait, he's weak. I'm weak there. Looks like his thing, his formations really benefited him. My troops are losing morale way faster than his. Okay, well, so I hope you're taking some things away. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, um, but I'm hoping I'm helping somebody out. I'll try to make this video fast, and also I will go over with you with different tactics here in a second. We'll see how those go. Okay, now for the combat skills, you want to select something that will benefit your army, and also at the same time, if you have 2 squads of swordsmen, make sure your combat skills definitely go towards swordsmen. If you have 2 squads of ranged units, make sure you set it on range. If you have 2 squads of spearmen, set it on spearmen. Now for the swordsmen, a good one that I always use, like the shield wall or the berserk, because both of them kind of give you extra army boost. I never really used Dread. I need to kind of test it out, see how it works. Now for the Spearman, Pike Stance is a good one whenever you're getting flanked. Being flanked is like if you have on the front line you have swordsmen, and on the back line you have spearmen. The spearmen go around the swordsman and flank you on the side. That's what's called flank. So if your army gets gets attacked from the side, Pike Stance is a good thing to use. Brothers in Arms, I use that sometimes. Zeal is actually really good because you get extra health for every 3 attacks. Uh, your army increases in health. That's a really good one. For the mounted, I like the Unstoppable Charge. That one's pretty good. Invasion, Cavalry Shark, they're all good. Just make sure that you use when you have 2 squads of mounted units. Make sure you use that. Now for the ranged, volley is one of my favorites, and suppressing fire. Point blank, you want to use that one whenever you have ranged units on the front line. So you put your ranged units on the front line, make sure you have 2 squads at least, and then you use point blank, and they'll be able to shoot the enemy point blank because the range is terrible. Okay, now for the siege, focus fire and splash attack, I'd say, is my favorites. I never really got to use stun before. Like I would think stun would be good because the enemy is just sitting there and you just hitting them and you just keep attacking them. So I'm sure it would actually help a lot. Okay, now for the tactics, you want to use the ones that will just depends on what kind of formation you have. If you have mostly if you have 2 squads of cavalry, you want to use rush. If you have 2 squads of let's see, swords, you want to use hold position. Rain of fire is good when you have 2 squads of ranged units, and also you have some siege in there. War cry, I like that one. Secure flanks, charge flanks, specialized tactics. That one's the one when you have an advantage in a let's say you have swords going up against spears. Specialized tactics is good because swords are already winning against spears, and they're going to win even more because it doubles the um, weak to strong thing. And then general tactics, I like that one is because sometimes whenever they set up their formation to where you're weak in every single position, general tactics will cancel out that weakness and makes you have a little bit more of advantage in not losing so much. Well, I hope you like this video. I try to make it short as possible. Please subscribe and like and comment. Please tell me the things you want to see, please or if I'm helping at all. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.